Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. Just days after Rachel Ruto made some interesting remarks about praying for a borehole water and the water turning clean, she made some remarks again about 6-piece voting. So in this video, I want us to listen into Rachel Ruto, after which I'll explain why I believe Rachel Ruto might be going a little bit overboard and why I believe she should tone down on her political rhetorics. Listen into this.
Tunasema kwamba ili tuweze kuwa na watu ambao watashikia deputy president hiyo kazi. These people, men and women that are holding his ladder, lazima tupige ile tunaita suit. Ambia mwenzako suit. Tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 tuko na bwana harusi. Si kweli? Unanisikia vizuri kina mama? Tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 tuko na nani? Bwana harusi ambaye ni deputy president. Na ndiye aweza kuingia ikulu na mimi pia niko pale. Lazima tumbalishe ya kae vizuri. Kuanzia chini mpaka wapi? Kwa hiyo tunasema kuanzia chini mpaka juu. Ni chama yetu ya UDA. FCA ni nani? UDA. MP ni nani? UDA. Gavana ni nani? UDA. Women rep ni nani? UDA. Deputy governor ni nani? UDA. Senator ni nani? UDA.
Yes. That's Rachel Ruto urging Kenyans to vote for only UDA candidates. Yes. And some weeks ago, Raila Odinga also tried to implore upon Kenyans to vote for ODM candidates, and Raila Odinga got a lot of backlash from Kenyans who felt Raila was just being greedy or selfish. And that was so because Raila Odinga actually is a leader of a coalition, and there are parties that are supporting Raila Odinga in the Azimio coalition. So Raila should actually be going around the country telling Kenyans to vote for candidates within his coalition Azimio and not expressly ODM party. If at all he wants Kenyans to vote for ODM candidates, then it's not him, Raila Odinga, maybe to come out to tell Kenyans that. Maybe he should use some people, but not him expressly. And the same can apply to William Ruto, and in this case, Rachel Ruto. William Ruto leads a coalition of some parties. So William Ruto and Rachel Ruto should actually be calling upon Kenyans to vote for candidates in that coalition of theirs. But again, the mere fact that Rachel Ruto is now coming out expressly to campaign for only UDA candidates is also very interesting, and I'm going to explain why it's actually auguring very negatively for William Ruto's candidature. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you, God bless you, God bless Kenya. Yes, those remarks by Rachel Ruto are very, very unfortunate remarks. And I'm saying that because as their husband politicians are taking hardline positions, as somebody who hopes to be Kenya's first lady, she should be seen to be a moderate. She should not be seen to be a hardliner. And I'm saying that because William Ruto, in the eyes of some Kenyans, is coming out as a hands-on kind of a leader. A leader who, assuming he becomes the president, then he will hold the country with a lot of grip. Something that to some Kenyans are afraid that might turn William Ruto into a dictator. And now it's expected that William Ruto, assuming William Ruto is the president, then we should have a first lady who is a moderate, a first lady who will be coming down a dictator president, a dictator husband president. But if also we have a first lady who is also a hardliner, then most definitely, if Ruto becomes the president and Mama Rachel as also the first lady, they are going to reduce this country into their whole household, where they're now just going to be dictating things and forcing things on Kenyans. That is very unfortunate. Rachel Ruto should come out as a unifier, a moderator, not a hardliner. And in fact, if she continues on that trajectory, I'm seeing Mama Rachel Ruto actually annoying some Kenyans, and she can even be thwarting William Ruto's presidential bid even without knowing. And then secondly, I'm also seeing a Rachel Ruto who is now also coming out as drunk with power. Already she thinks and believes that now they are going to the State House, or rather to State House, and now they don't need these other parties supporting them. That exposes Rachel Ruto as a person who is already drunk with power, even before they get that power. So assuming they go on to get that kind of power, how are they going to treat Kenyans if as of now they have not yet gotten that power, but she speaks with a lot of pride as if they already have that power? That is also auguring negatively. And Mama Rachel, from where you are, just take a low profile and tone down on your political rhetorics. And then another thing coming out clearly, it's also creating a perception that these other leaders supporting William Ruto in Kenya Kwanza Alliance, their contribution is inconsequential. And I'm saying that because William Ruto, if you look at Kenya Kwanza Alliance, Musalia Mudavadi, I honestly believe, has not fielded any candidate, or rather strong candidates, in the Kalenjin Rift Valley. In fact, Kalenjin Rift Valley is mostly Oda and maybe independent candidates. But we are seeing William Ruto fielding very strong candidates in Western, an area that we deem should be Musalia Mudavadi's stronghold. A case in point is in Kakamega. Senatorial candidate for Kakamega, Boni Alwale. And even from the statistics, it's coming out that maybe Boni Alwale can go on even to win that senatorial seat through Uda. And then Musalia Mudavadi's candidate, Malala, might even lose that seat. So you can see clearly that William Ruto, through this utterance, or other remarks by Rachel Ruto, is clearly undermining the likes of Musalia Mudavadi, these other leaders who are helping him win the presidency. So that in one way or the other is also creating a perception that William Ruto has a very low opinion of these other leaders supporting him in Kenya Kwanza Alliance. And then before I conclude, I'm also seeing a situation where Rachel Ruto might be clearly antagonizing some good population in Kenya, especially in Kalenjin and on the mountain. And I'm saying that because if you look at Kalenjin Rift Valley, they are very notable, strong candidates who are not contesting through Oda. A good example, we have Buzeki in Uasin Gishu County going for Uasin Gishu gubernatorial seat as an independent candidate. Then we have also Keses Member of Parliament, Mishra. And then we have Nandi Hills Member of Parliament, Alfred Keter. And then in Bomet, we also have Isaac Ruto. These are very strong candidates seeking various elective seats in the Kalenjin nation. And also from some statistics we have seen, they might even actually go on to win those various seats. And I know they have supporters there. So for Mama Rachel Ruto, to actually come out to insist that it should only be UDA candidates, I'm seeing her antagonizing supporters of these candidates. And that has the potential of actually making these people, rather the supporters of these candidates, even hate William Ruto. As a woman, as a leader, she should just let Kenyans decide. She should not be playing into these political gimmicks of these politicians. Yes. So on that basis alone, I'm also seeing Rachel Ruto antagonizing a good number of Kenyans, especially in Rift Valley and also on the mountain. Because equally on the mountain, we also have very strong leaders not contesting through UDA. So if Mama Rachel Ruto actually continues on that trajectory, she's just going to antagonize these people even to reject William Ruto. But above all, those remarks by Mama Rachel Ruto also betrays her perceived kind of a prayerful woman. Because Mama Rachel Ruto has been trying to create a perception that she's very religious, very godly. But whether that is the case or not, actually we cannot tell. But if now she's getting involved in some kind of hardline politics, also betrays her perceived notion as a prayerful woman. Because a prayerful woman, we expect her to dwell more on spiritual issues and not taking hardline political positions. Yes. So that also betrays Mama Rachel Ruto's perceived Christian values. And I'm seeing a high possibility, because if you also look at the recent statistics and even from the past presidential elections we have seen in Kenya, chances are very high William Ruto might not win this year's presidential election. And already if Mama Rachel Ruto continues, I'm seeing a situation where after August, then her credentials as a God-fearing woman shall have just been eroded and watered down very badly. A good majority of Kenyans will now just be seeing her as another politician, another hardliner, someone who cannot actually be a moderate. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, just as I did indicate when we were starting, in case you've bumped here for the very first time, and so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans, our subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana.